major and minor auto service, come to Redford Auto Repair. We do it all. Engines, transmission, and electrical. Our specials, front or rear brake pads, $50 out the door. Free engine diagnostic test. Oil change starting at $16.99. 100% customer satisfaction guaranteed. 4 locations to serve you. 2 on West 8 Mile Road, west of Evergreen. Telegraph Road, north of Chicago and Redford Township. 6 Mile in Schaefer. Come in today.
Welcome to Detroit Class 313, the show that brings solutions to the concerns and issues of women. Now, on with the show.
Welcome to Detroit Class 313. I'm your host, Marty K. Johnson. We have with us on this segment our own Al McKenzie. Welcome, Al.
Oh,
welcome.
Good to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And we also have one of his students.
Yes.
And your name, dear?
Hadia Knight.
Hadia. We have Miss Hadia here. We are excited because Al has such a great and a long, when I say a long history of working with renowned artists. He has 4 albums, 2 gold records, 1 platinum, and also a Grammy. He has worked with many artists. You can begin to name the list because there's so many, Al.
Well,
It's
I mean,
so
I
many.
came up, of course, growing up in Detroit. It's kind of hard not to associate yourself with some of the Motown artists. I was fortunate enough to work with Miss Martha Reeves and Mary Wells and Mary Wilson and the Temptations and the Four Tops and the Spinners and Anita Baker and Aretha Franklin, et cetera, you know.
Wow, absolutely. Now you're currently promoting your CD, Strawberry Noon.
Strawberry Noon.
Strawberry Noon.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, I released that last year, and it's doing very well. And I use that to collaborate with some of my best friends. I'm on one song, First Step. I'm featuring Mr. Racy Biggs, and Dave McMurray is also on the CD. And, of course, Penny Wells is on the CD with me, Ron Otis, Daryl Smith. So a lot of Detroit's best are hanging out with me on that CD.
Wow. Well, they're absolutely in good company. You have a very diverse musical interest as far as you do everything from symphonies to workshops with children. Can tell us a little bit?
Yeah, it's all music, and as my duties as music director for a lot of these groups, they go into different venues, including the symphony, which requires the music director to do symphonic arrangements, as well as doing small group arrangements for the Today Show and Tonight Show, et cetera, et cetera. And those just were some of my responsibilities. So.
Okay. Now you also have coming up a competition that will be held right here in Detroit.
Right.
And that you have one of your mentees here.
And the great thing about being so blessed at such an early age, I started traveling at age 18 with Miss Martha Reeves, and it kind of went on until 2006 when I semi-retired from the road and started my mission to start my own nonprofit, my own record company, and start doing more CDs myself. And of course, as far as the nonprofit, in Accord, one of the first things I want to do is give a scholarship to Interlochen. Of course, for those of you that don't know, Interlochen is a world-renowned music camp. It's always rated in the top 2 or 3 in the world. It's very expensive to go to, which is the reason why a lot of children from our community can't make it there. So I was fortunate enough to win a couple of scholarships there when I was in high school, and it was very instrumental in my refocusing, I guess is the best word to put, in music, and to see the dedication it takes to be successful. So it's very good I want to pass that on and get experience to as many kids, especially Detroit kids, as I possibly could.
So what you're doing is giving back.
Giving back. Giving back in the same way that those gave to me. I mean, when I was coming up, there were so many workshops. Teddy Harris Jr., of course, and Marcus Belgrave, and Beans Bowes, and they had all types of workshops that you go to for free. So I wanted to kind of keep that tradition going in Detroit.
Oh, absolutely. Now, added to that, you're going to be doing a tour of France.
I did. Well, I go over there for the last 3 years. I've gone over there to the jazz clubs over there, and again, doing more of my solo work and trio work. So it's been fun. It's been a real good journey the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay. And so what are some of the things that your mentee here has, inquired or has accomplished having, been in your classes?
Well, first of all, let me just say that she is the 2-time winner of my Interlochen Teddy Harris Jr. Award Scholarship to Interlochen.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. Absolutely. And so what has been one of the most exciting parts of having to work with Mr. Al McKenzie?
Just the experience and the passion that he shows toward his work is inspiring to me because I want to be a violinist, and I am doing everything that I can along with the support of my parents and others who helped me, like Mr. McKenzie.
Oh, and very well spoken,
Thank
I
you.
might add. Now, also, you have the album A Reason to Be.
Yeah, that was my third CD, right?
Wow, and so it's still ringing. It's still ringing well.
That's all.
Yes.
I mean, the great thing about having your own record label and producing your own CDs is that the journey is always to expose it to a new audience. Oh. So the first CD I did in 2003, it's still selling. Obviously, because everybody in the world hasn't heard it yet. So as I travel, I take that CD with me, and especially, of course, the new one, Strawberry Noon. And actually, they're doing a feature of Detroit artists and the Seabreeze Jazz Festival in Florida in a couple of months, and a lot of us are going to kind of take our music, Detroit sound, to Florida.
Okay. Now, you do hold the workshops for children ages 8 to 18, but you also have had them as young as 4 to 5 years old.
Well, absolutely. The thing at Baker's we do, which is also a part of Intercord, the Kids and Jazz program, is free to the kids, 3 to 5, which is where I met Miss Adia Knight. And we go get to the basics of music, the ear training, the fundamentals of improvisation, get them over the fear of being on stage. And so the first day they come, they're on stage doing something. So that was one of our first workshops and one of our most successful workshops. We've added the Amistad in Southwest Detroit, and the thing we're doing at the Horatio Williams Building on Saturday that deals more with combos, as well as the Interlochen Scholarship component. We're doing a summer camp this summer, which will include 7 weeks, all day, of course, for a reasonable fee, because we know the struggles of our citizens and the need nonetheless for the children to have a well-balanced, rounded education. So music-centered camp for 6 to 7 weeks this summer at the same place. And and my website is, for the nonprofit, is in-accord.org, in-accord.org, and all the information will be there.
Okay. Now, besides the competition that you have coming up on this Friday at
Fellowship Chapel at 7 o'clock,
all right,
which is the competition that Miss Adia Knight won a couple of years in a row. But this year, she won the Schrock, so I don't have to pay for her going to Interlochen this year. Thank you. God bless you. God bless
so
you.
So the gift
but
pays off, right? It pays off.
So tomorrow, Friday at 7 o'clock at Fellowship Chapel, we have 10 contestants competing. It'll be a judged event. And the winner of the Teddy Harris Jr. Award, which is the scholarship to Interlochen, will be awarded tomorrow night as well.
Okay. All right.
And the ticket's only $15, so come out and support them. Our kids are doing great things, so let's support them.
We want to encourage you to have the young children to be a part of his program.
Because the children are our future.
Oh, absolutely.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Absolutely.
And actually, you have a good person. You speak as though you have a singing voice. You sing at all?
Well, a little bit.
Okay, so we get you in some of these workshops.
Absolutely. Can
Do
work
you sing,
Adia?
Okay. Well,
you sing?
It'll just be you.
All right. Well, when I say we appreciate you coming aboard, thank you so much for coming on Detroit Class 313. Okay. Thank you so much again, Mr. Al McKenzie.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you. And again, thank you so much for enjoying this time with us at Detroit Class 313, where we are a program for women, about women. Have a good night, everybody.
For all your major and minor auto service, come to Redford Auto Repair. We do it all. Engines, transmission, and electrical. Our specials, front or rear brake pads, $50 out the door. Free engine diagnostic test. Oil change starting at $16.99. 100% customer satisfaction guaranteed. 4 locations to serve you. 2 on West 8 Mile Road, west of Evergreen. Telegraph Road, north of Chicago and Redford Township. 6 Mile in Schaefer. Come in today.